What is going on YouTube? Hayden here, and in today's video we are going to be looking at XRP, Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the Russell 1000 and the S&P 500. As you guys know, we had a massive successful bullish rally in yesterday's markets here, where we see the S&P 500 exploding up several percentage points, Russell 1000 exploding up several percentage points. We can also see how we're trading pretty much right where we closed yesterday in this early pre-day trade here, which looks totally fine. But Bitcoin actually saw a correction here, which is quite interesting. We're gonna have to test that out, look at this a bit further. Same thing with Ethereum. XRP seeing a little bit of uncertainty, and the same thing with Solana here. So you can it almost looks like we're seeing some sort of like what is this called, bullish divergence or bearish divergence, where prices are kind of moving up here, but the RSI is moving down. And honestly, I do believe we are near wit's end, like we are near the top, and there's a good chance of correction. For those that don't know, that need to be brought up to speed here, we had some interesting news that just released as of yesterday. You can see Dow Jones jumps more than 1,100 points and S&P rises 3% on China-U.S. temporary tariff cuts here. So yes, they've come to agreement. I want to get the exact information about the tariff cuts here, but you can see tensions between China and the U.S. reached a fever pitch in April after President Trump raised tariffs to 145%. Beijing then retaliated with 125% tariffs. The S&P nearly closed in a bear market territory last month. We pretty much did, down 20% from record set in February here. But it says stocks then recovered as Trump dialed the extra reciprocal rates on most countries outside of China for a 90-day pause. That's not what I wanted to read. Basically, we saw the reduction in the tariffs here. You can see Trump suggested tariffs could be lower than to 80% if negotiations went well. Much higher, 30% was the, oh, here we go. 80% negotiations went well, and a 60% number was reportedly being mulled over, much higher than 30% figure that resulted from the high-stakes weekend talks. So that's what they expected here. Treasury yield soared as China's agreement was seen as taking a recession here. So lots of interesting things to go over in today's episode here, and how this is going to reflect on the markets. So if you guys were considering buying or selling or something like that, then there's a lot of things we're going to have to go over in today's episode. So with that being said, smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's get right into today's video. So guys, before we dive into the technical analysis, remember BidFi is the #1 cryptocurrency exchange that we like to use here on the channel, and they're currently doing a crazy bonus right now. Not only can you take advantage of the crazy market trades, and a good chance we'll be able to short the markets in the very near future, but you'll also be entered for a chance to win free bonus cryptocurrency, AirPods, iPads, iPhones, backpacks, and even Rolexes, which is absolutely insane. It's their way of giving back for certain trading volumes hit on the exchange. So definitely make sure to sign up, as it's completely free to enter, down in the description below. And moving forward from BidFi, we'll talk about BidFi later on in today's episode here. But you can see, in regards to the current coin market cap, I think it's really important for us to just kind of take an overview of what exactly is happening here. I think the main focus right here is the fact that the Fear and Greed Index has flipped from what used to be about 14 on the Fear and Greed Index just a month ago, is now trading at 71. We have seen such a volume spike and such a volume injection, and it's happened so quickly that it's not sustainable for the longevity of the cryptocurrency markets. And even, I mean, the stock market more so I think can handle this, but crypto not so much. Bitcoin's up 10% for the week. Ethereum's up 40 freaking percent. XRP's up 20 for the week. Solana 21% for the week. Cardano, Doge 36, 22%. I mean, it's insane, the recovery and the reversal we're seeing here, but you can already see we're starting to plateau. We're starting to hit that turning point, that tipping point, where we're kind of consolidating right now. And that's because we're trading at 71 on the Fear and Greed Index. It is not a healthy market right now. We've hit this market really hard, really quickly, and I don't think it's going to last. Yesterday, we made an episode here talking about how we're surging, and this is pretty much your last chance to be taking advantage of the markets as we start to rally up, because soon we're going to see the opposite side of that, which is going to be corrections to the downside, and I think we might already be experiencing that. Yesterday, we certainly had a peak on XRP. XRP had this beautiful descending fractal beautifully forming here, filling in this gap very nicely. We confirmed that breakout here, and since then we've seen this major rally to the upside here. This happened earlier than Monday, which was excellent here. This happened on Thursday, it happened on Friday, and then it even happened on Sunday and Saturday here. So this was all pre-Monday news, and this is what happened on Monday into today right now, which you can see is causing some consolidation. We do not have solid resistances and supports just yet, so that's going to have to take some consolidating first before we get any sort of certainty here. I wouldn't consider what I just drew accurate by any means. Maybe I'll leave that on for right now, but we need to see more consolidation. The big thing, the key takeaway here, actually it could be, certainly could be, quite interesting if you ask me, but the big takeaway here is you're getting very close to completing our head and shoulders pattern. A lot of you guys were doubting me several days ago, several weeks ago, that we are not seeing a head and shoulders. The market is too fueled in the way these crypto markets are moving. We have a very bullish president on crypto, and I think it doesn't matter. I think the markets are cyclical here, and the markets are going to do what the markets are going to do. Maybe we'll have some manipulation for a couple of days, but you can see we have beautifully seen a head and shoulders pattern here. We're looking for the second shoulder here, which is about to form, which is incredible. Here's the first shoulder, here's the head, and here's the second shoulder. That's what we're looking for completion. Whether that is where we are now or whether we head up even higher is up for debate. Really doesn't matter, because you can see the beautifully aligned head and shoulders pattern. I'll pull up head and shoulders pattern for you guys to just see what that actually looks like here. And this is what a typical head and shoulders pattern looks like. Pulled up right here on Investopedia, shoulder, head, shoulder, a neckline, and then we break through it. And that usually causes correction here, left shoulder, right shoulder, and a high, beautifully shown here. Shoulder, head, shoulder. That is what is forming, guys, on XRP. I hate to break it to you. We have a beautiful setup right here. It's still plenty early. We're looking to hit the plateau of the peak here, and then we're going to start to extend down. So we'll start to see the prices of XRP do something like this, scale back down to the downside here, because not only are we hitting overbought on the daily charts, we're overbought on the 4-hour, and we have crazy high volume across the board within crypto. So this could be it. I know that's creepy. I know that's sad, but this could be it. And now we're going to start our descent. So yesterday was that profit zone for you guys to take advantage of. And now we're going to start to see the pullback take place here. We're going to start to see the market start to slide back down, come back down to support. And if we break through, we're going to be entering that bear market moving forward here, which is unfortunate, but it is certainly not unreasonable. I mean, who doesn't like these major pumps that are taking place here? Huge advantages that you guys could take, huge opportunities for you guys to take advantage of here. But the main focal point, the main focus is in the fact that we can make lots of money in markets that rally up, and we can also make lots of money in rallies that market down or dumps in the market here. It's only when we're flatlined is there nothing to make money on here. So even then, we capitalize on the run up, and there's an opportunity for us to short it on the way down here. We'll take advantage of this all on BidFi, because BidFi, like I said before, #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use. On top of the free rewards that they're giving away, they also have, where is it, a reward center and a demo trading account, which I also really like. So if you're new to the exchange or you're old to the exchange here, you can still head over to the reward center, claim free bonus cryptocurrency up to $8,100 in free bonus crypto, daily rewards that reset and recycle all the time, exclusive rewards, and even hot rewards. And on top of that, they have a demo account, which means anyone that signs up gets $50K in demo money to practice trading your skills, learn how the exchange works, get familiar with how the exchange works, and then when you're ready, you can head on over to the live trading account and actually put your skills to the test using the bonus money complimentary of the exchange, which is excellent. That means you have very little to zero risk. Zero risk completely when you're using the bonus money. It's just the trading that needs to be done to obtain the bonus money, but you can do that, trade it, get the bonus money, and then just withdraw what you've originally deposited in. And then you'll just have bonus money to play around with, which is also a super cool feature on BidFi. I know a lot of you guys are doing that, but moving forward from XRP and BidFi here, Solana, very interesting. We're tracking its beautiful symmetrical triangle here. Almost looks like we're starting a descending fractal. Certainly something that we're going to have to continue to scale out. You can see kind of what I'm referring to here. Still too early to tell, so I'll leave this on for right now, without a doubt. But something along the lines of this could be forming, maybe some sort of descending fractal. Pay attention to that. That would be pretty much exactly what has formed previously here. That typically has a bullish tendency, but we'll see if it actually comes true. Ethereum trending outside its uptrend here. We could extend this if we want, but we're probably going to be forming something else in a little bit. But again, until proven otherwise, we do have this. Only 2 points of confirmation on either end, so it's certainly by no means confirmed, but it is something to pay attention to as we are tracking these early. Same thing with Bitcoin. Bitcoin broke out of this, so it almost looks like maybe we'll be forming a descending fractal instead of an ascending fractal. But again, too early to tell. We have to be patient. Stock market as well looks all right. Russell 1000 trending sideways. I truly believe even if we see some correction moving forward, even if we see a little bit, I do believe we're now going to be on the up and up. I very, very, very much so think we're going to be on the up and up, which is very exciting. Same thing with the stock market. So who knows? But with that being said, guys, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications. Make sure to check out BidFi down in the description below. And I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.